happens, your belief goes up another notch without a shadow of a doubt. When you've won something, you actually believe the next one's coming around the corner, and that's what they've got to do now. Enjoy tonight, of course, and get that monkey off your back, as Rio has just said. But it's a stepping stone only for more success coming around the corner. Have that belief.
Well, the trophy drought is over. Tottenham Hotspur will lift silverware for the first time in 17 years. The Spurs fans' dreams have come true in Bilbao tonight. Let's rejoin Darren Fletcher and Ali McCoist now for the presentation.
As the Manchester United players go through, they were led up there by their captain, Bruno Fernandes. I mean, the numbers, Ali, for Manchester United this season are damning. 20 losses in all competitions, which is their worst since 1974, which is 51 years, if you don't want to add it all together. And only 6 seasons in the club's history have they lost more games than they've lost this season. They're 16th in the Premier League, and they're collecting losers' medals here. Ruben Amorim's come in. This has been the only competition that's really given them any kind of solace. Everywhere else you look, this Manchester United team and this Manchester United club seems a million miles away from where it needs to be. And in reality, they didn't really show up tonight, did they?
No, they never. Truth be told, you know, the combined figures of both sides this season have been horrendous. Manchester United went into the game undefeated in this competition, but boy, they didn't play like it tonight. As I said, it's probably a conversation for another day how poor the two teams have been this season. Again, I mentioned Tottenham won't care, but United didn't do enough today, not enough.
The medals being placed around the players' necks by the UEFA president, Alexander Seferin. And Jim Ratcliffe cuts a disconsolate figure up there. It's a different night tonight, though, for those Tottenham players and for their chairman, Daniel Levy. And it's Tottenham's big moment, and there's a lot of excitement down there in the line. Finally, the Tottenham players can step up there and get their medals. And there's Ange Postecoglou, wins a trophy in his second season, as he said he would. His 100th game in charge of Tottenham. And it's his biggest win with the club tonight. The first man to lead Spurs to silverware since Juan de Ramos in 2008. And even Brennan Johnson said if he wants to do the mic drop, it's the perfect night to do it and just walk off into the sunset. But he's got a trophy for them, and he told everybody he would.
Yeah, and I don't mind telling you, I've got my cards on the table. I'm absolutely delighted for him. I'm absolutely delighted for Big Jam, because a lot of the criticism has been over the top. Some of it, particularly in the build-up to this final, I have to mention. So I don't think anybody can grudge a man this trophy.
Well, the man who's got the big responsibility is right at the back of the Tottenham line, Heung-min Son, who's going to stride forward soon and pick up the trophy. The medals being placed around the necks of the Tottenham Hotspur players. There's a gigantic smile on Brennan Johnson's face, whose 18th goal of the season is his biggest by
I think that smile
some margin.
That smile will be there at pre-season. That's not coming off in a while.
Vicario with a massive save late on to deny Luke Shaw, and let's not forget that wonderful goal line clearance as well from Mickey van der Ven.
It's fantastic. Absolutely athleticism to get back there on the line. Goalkeeper, a little bit of a mistake. Hoyland might have scored, but take nothing away from the save from the big centre back.
There's Dejan Kulusevski, couldn't play tonight. Yves Bissouma, who played his part. Christian Romero, who was the captain at the start. But the time's come for Tottenham to stand on the top step once again. After 17 years, they finally win a trophy, and in doing so, qualify for the Champions League next season. That's so big for them. And this roller coaster season ends with glory in Bilbao and a first European trophy since 1984. Words from Alexander Seferin to Heung-min Son with that big smile on his face, and he steps forward, the perfect man for the perfect moment, and he kisses the big silver trophy. And with his teammates all around him, he lifts it high into the Bilbao night air. It's a moment to cherish for everyone associated with the club. The Europa League belongs to Tottenham in 2025. Tottenham Hotspur are winners once again.
Tottenham Hotspur lifting their 4th European trophy, their 18th major trophy, their first one in 17 years. You can see exactly what it means to all of the fans in this stadium, the players celebrating as well, and Gareth, especially for Son as well, lifting that trophy. Does that kind of make his decade at the club perfect now?
Yes, the icing on the cake. He's had a great Tottenham career, a great servant to the club, achieved everything apart from this. So yeah, so happy that he's the captain. He's the one that's lifted the trophy. Obviously, I know him personally, so very, very, very happy for him. Thoroughly deserved, and yeah, I'm sure they'll all enjoy tonight.
Did it feel a bit like a personal mission for him to lift silverware with the club? He talks about completing the puzzle.
Well, very much so. I mean, like the club getting that monkey off your back, it was the same for Son as well. Let's be fair. He's been such a great player for Tottenham over the years. The goals he's scored, the quality that he's given, and the fact that he's actually not started, he was disappointed. But he was on the pitch there in that last half an hour at the vital time when they all had to dig in. It was a different type of game that Son would be used to. But he dug in for the team. He's captain, and he defensively done his job, and he helped them get right over the line.
Some players' careers don't actually get what they deserve sometimes at the end of it, unfortunately, in this game. But I was actually, if I was going to take any positives from that, one of them would be to see Son, who's had a wonderful career, and for him to finish a career without a trophy would have been a sad thing for him, I'm sure. So to get a European trophy for someone like him, in a time where he's probably not playing his best football, really, that must be a huge pickup for someone like him. But they've got to enjoy it. We've said about it before. This can't be just a win this one and then waste away again. They've got to build on this now. Levy, the people at the top of the club, they've got to try and make sure this manager stays as well. That's an important factor. If they can build on that, then they have a good chance, because you can see they've got a good set of fans, they've got a great stadium, they've got a great training ground. It's all set up here for success.
Well, I think as well, we spoke about beating United 3 times, to do it 4 times in one season is quite incredible. It's not easy. People out there don't realise that. The standard of football in the Premier League, it's unique. And at the moment, whereas, like we said, we had a laugh about it before the game, where it was like, well, they're at their Spurs, it's now been reversed a little bit with the results that Spurs have got against United in the last, 6 years, 5-6 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Big night for Brennan Johnson as well. Can you remember that feeling when you've just lifted your first European trophy and you're celebrating in front of the fans?
Yeah, they'll remember this for the rest of their lives, for sure. They'll be able to look back on this moment and just cherish those memories. There's nothing like it, like lifting a trophy. Like these guys will tell you, it's why you play football, it's why you wake up every morning, it's why you sacrifice everything with your family, your kids. And yeah, they're down in history. They're part of football history now.
I'll tell you one thing, there'll be a few sore heads in the morning. My first European trophy, I think it's probably the most sorest head I ever had in my life, but one I've cherished. And I'm sure there'll be a few in there doing that and enjoying it. And like the guys say, these nights, this is why you wake up every day, you get to training every day, you work your socks off, you sacrifice, your family sacrifice. So you've got to enjoy it with your network and your family and friends.
I don't know whether you agree, Rio, Gareth, but tonight I felt Tottenham come here, the fans, the team, they felt as if we're going to win this. Where I think in the Champions League against Liverpool, I said it before the game, it was almost like we're just turning up. We're a part of the scene, part of the party, but we're not the main part of the party. Whereas I felt the fans, everyone, there was real genuine belief, probably because we'd beaten United 3 times. But,
I thought both teams were scared to win. I keep saying that. I didn't really feel anyone went out there and went, right, put a stamp of authority on the game, boy, this is our game. I thought once the game started, after 10-15 minutes, whoever got that first goal was probably going to go and win it. You know what I mean?